welcome to the Hacienda. Rivet here. Today we're making something from Central Africa, Moambe chicken, from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, formerly known as Zaire, and before that known as the Belgian Congo. It is a dish with historical background. It was first recorded in the 1890s, and it is the national dish of the Congo. Two unique items that must be in the recipe is palm oil, is what we're going to fry the chicken in, and palm nut cream, which in Congolese is known as Moambe, hence the name. Now, doing my research, there are hundreds of recipes, and they all substitute this with peanut butter. That is wrong on so many levels. Peanuts are not grown in the Congo. Peanuts are from West Africa, and only the regional countries around the Congo utilize peanuts in it. Now, that's not Moambe chicken because this is Moambe. Now, the palm nut, imagine a peach. It's got a stone in the center and there's pulp on the outside. The stone is squozen and ground to make palm oil. The pulp around the stone is ground, and that's what makes this palm nut cream or palm butter. That's Moambe. So, without further ado, let's get cooking. The first thing we're going to do in hot palm oil is brown the bone-in, skin-off chicken thighs. Palm oil has a very, very nice scent while the chicken is frying. Now, the Democratic Republic of the Congo is neither democratic nor a republic, but we don't care about their politics. All we care about is their food. Now, we've taken the chicken after browning both sides and set it off to the side. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way through because we're going to finish cooking it later. And now, in that oil, we are going to cook one onion until it starts getting soft. To that onion, we're going to add 1 tablespoon sea salt and 1 tablespoon coarse ground black pepper. Once the onions start getting soft and we're scraping all these delicious brown bits off the bottom of the skillet, we're going to add 1 chopped tomato and continue cooking it through with the onions. Once the tomatoes are starting to cook down and we've deglazed the bottom of this deliciousness in the pan, we're going to add the cheater's garlic. The recipe calls for about 3 to 4 cloves. So I've got 3 generous teaspoons of garlic. As the tomatoes are cooking down, we want to add 2 generous tablespoons of crushed red pepper flakes, or as it's done in Congo, just add a habanero or really hot chili in there. We've got 1 generous teaspoon each sweet paprika and cumin. And then now we're going to use cheater's ginger. I'm going to put in half this 4-ounce tube. The recipe calls for, if you're going to use fresh ginger, about 1.5 inches finely minced. As this continues to simmer, and let me tell you, it smells very, very fragrant. That ginger really took it up a notch. Alright, so now we're going to add 6 ounces of tomato paste and mix that in, so I won't bore you with all that. Okay, this is smelling amazing. That combination of cumin and ginger is, wow, very good. So you see how it's thickened up. Now we're going to add some chicken broth so it doesn't scorch on the bottom, and let's get that combined. I've reduced the heat down to number 4. That's a good simmer. Now we're going to add the Moambe, and that is palm nut cream. Okay, we are lucky to have an African/Caribbean grocery store here in town, and this is where I got it. And let me say this about that. Not only did they have this original but they had 2 or 3 other variations with different ingredients mixed in them in case you want to modify the flavor a little bit. Now, this smells very familiar and very, very delicious, and I could not put my finger on it. So I took the can over to Mrs. Rivet and had her smell it and taste it. And after much discussion between us, it smells like Mexican cornbread. It smells corny. Now, there is no corn in it, but it's a very, very, very pleasant scent. Now, I have tasted this sauce right now, and let me tell you, the addition of the Moambe has really toned down the heat of the red pepper flakes and the sharpness of the ginger and the cumin, which was very, very delightful. And I can tell you, I understand why this is a national dish of the Congo. This already is delightful. So we're going to add, I guess the rest of this container of chicken broth, and we're going to simmer this for half an hour. So join me then. Once we got it up to a nice simmer, by the way, we're going to simmer this uncovered. We're going to add fresh thyme. I just bundled up those stems with some cooking twine. Right, after 30 minutes, the sauce is thickened considerably, and I fished out that bouquet of thyme. Now we are going to nestle the chicken back in the, there I made a mess, to cook. The chicken and its juices have been nestled back in there. Now we're going to cover it and continue to simmer for another 30 minutes. 30 minutes in, let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Oh, look at that. Smells awesome. Let's go ahead and plate it up. And here we have a plate of steaming goodness. This stuff smells really good. But that's not all. We got to gussy it up with a side. John Davis, this is for you. Fried pork skins, just like they do in the Congo. Not just pork skins, but pork skin strips. Oh man, let's go ahead and take a snag of that. Okay, let's go ahead and try the sauce first. Amazing stuff. Way better than I could have imagined. I'll tell you folks, this is uncanny. I swear, it tastes vaguely corny, like there's corn in there, but there is no corn. It is the palm nut. That is an amazing sauce. Let's go ahead and try the chicken. Perfectly cooked all the way through. Saucy. Very tender. Wow. I believe it absorbs some of the flavor of that. That is really, really good. And we have over here steamed basmati rice and the pork skin strips. That is very good. You can get the flavor of very slightly the cumin, the paprika, the onion, everything just melds together very well. I've fried with palm oil before. That's got a really good flavor. I have never tasted this palm butter before, but I can imagine it's going to be really good in different types of recipes. I'm going to experiment with it. And you know, it's just on the other side of town, that African market. I can't get over that corn flavor. It's amazing. 10 out of 10, folks. I recommend this. I'll be making this again. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.